The recent elections showed a drop of about 6 percentage points in support for the ruling People's Action Party to 60%. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew said a big part of the explanation is because of the housing shortage. Many Singaporeans also attributed the rise in home prices to new permanent residents and citizens from China and India. This is something the former minister mentor agrees with, but he pointed out the government is putting things right.
We've done a revamp, and the HDB has promised that within 4 years, the supply will meet the demand. It will be resolved.
The National Development Ministry has so far announced measures to ramp up the supply of new flats. But home prices aside, citizens are feeling the pressure in other aspects.
The new migrant, having left his home, must go all out to succeed in the country that he has or she has adopted. That is to be expected. And therefore, we must accept that they are going to do their best. And if doing their best puts pressure on our children, well, it may be good for them, because they also have to put in the effort to do their best to keep up.
While the inflow of new PRs and citizens is being moderated and more being done to assimilate them into society, Mr. Lee stressed Singapore needs immigrants to bump up the country's low birth rate.
Every year, 30 or more % of men and women stay single. They're earning good jobs, they're doing good jobs, earning good pay, and unless they meet the ideal man or ideal woman, they're quite happy living their lives because they can afford it. They're earning good incomes. And those who are married are having few children and having them later.
And against the backdrop of debt problems in the American economy and the EU facing a currency crisis, Mr. Lee remains optimistic that Singapore will pull through. This despite some economists warning of a double-dip recession. That's because the twin giants of China and India are still rapidly growing. Mr. Lee said their growth has saved Singapore from going down like the US and the EU. Singapore's economy is projected to grow between 5 and 6% this year.